Welcome to part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, hit the link or you will be way behind. Let's talk figurative language, and this is like literally the opposite of literal. Side note, I used to hate when people say literally as in I literally died when, but FYI, they actually changed the definition in the dictionary to include use for emphasis or to express something that is not literally true. Seems like a contradiction, but I digress. Figurative language is anything that means something beyond its literal connotation. If you were actually killing two birds with one stone, I wouldn't call you productive, I'd call you a bird hater, or something funnier and catchier. We see what's called a hyperbole in the hook, and a hyperbole is just an extreme exaggeration. Obviously, he doesn't literally expect to be with her until 3005, just like you weren't at the DMV for literally forever. She's also not literally Mufasa, and he didn't literally get high off volcanoes. And we also see idioms like stabbed in the back and checks clear. So what's the point? Why doesn't he just want to be taken literally? Well, as Alan I'm Hagrid's cousin Moore wrote in V for Vendetta, artists use lies to tell the truth. And that's what Gambino does too. It makes the song more emotional and more powerful. Gambino understands that conveying emotion is more effective than facts. I mean, could you imagine the song if it were like, I met a girl once that I liked, and we didn't hang out as much as I'd like to, and the same thing with my parents, 0 records. So what emotions is he trying to convey anyways? Like I said in episode 1, disorganization is definitely a thing, and probably loneliness as well. Let's look at the big picture. Only after using all these other elements can we feel confident making assertions of the overall meaning. Keep in mind that without using these tools, we might see the song as a simple love song, or a bunch of funny puns. But we know better, right? Right? Let's look at some key lines. No matter where all my friends go, when them checks clear, they're not here cause they don't care. It's not necessarily that he's alone, it's that he's unheard or misunderstood. This may be why he says, I used to care what people thought, but now I care more. Maybe he's confused that even with his riches and fame, he's no closer to finding his purpose. Furthermore, has he left behind people that he cares about? Or worse, has he put himself out there only to have them not care? Ooh, this is getting a little deep for this inspirational piano music in the background, so let's see how we did by asking the man himself. In an interview with Fuse TV, Donald says, everybody's like, it's a love song, but it's an existential thing. I'm just really scared of being alone. Boom! Yes! So I'm not doing this to show you how smart I am, and I don't think the stuff I went over was very difficult, was it? My point is that with some easy analysis you can get to the meaning a lot more accurately. I basically have two motivational, educational points. The first is that if you're into poetry or literature, but your word is not cool, it is. This guy's making millions of dollars and millions of fans using these techniques. And secondly, if you like hip-hop or pop music, but think that school is dumb, it's not. Childish probably could not have made his point as well without using these techniques. Let me paint a picture for you. You are a huge Childish Gambino fan. And if you're not, just replace him with an artist that you really respect, like one of these guys. So you see them on the street and you're like, oh my god, my dreams have come true. And you're like, I'll talk to them about their music instead of just acting like a mindless groupie. Your first thought is to say something like, oh, 3005, I love that love song. But then you're like, hold on, SearchLite and the power of poetic analysis taught me it's actually about loneliness. And you're like, I love how well you depicted loneliness in 3005. Bow! That is an awesome impression. Alright, thanks for hanging in there. I will now reward you by telling you the answer to the Videoly challenge. Just a reminder, here are the quotes. And they are from Shakespeare. Just as high as my heart. So ahead of his time. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave a comment if there's some stuff in school that seems meaningless, or if there's some stuff you see in actual life that you wish they would talk about in school. And I'll try to do all I can to help and put it in a video. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.